In the colorful village of Breezy Hills, there lived a curious and energetic boy named Rowan. Rowan loved to build things: wooden boats, tiny tree houses, wind chimes, and especially kites. He dreamed of making the perfect kite, one that could soar higher than any other in the sky, twirl gracefully with the clouds, and shine in the sunlight like a star. "I want it to be perfect," Rowan said one morning, examining his newest kite. "Every stick must be straight, every ribbon tail exactly right, every knot tight." His grandfather, a wise man who had flown kites all his life, smiled warmly. "Rowan," he said, "perfection is not attainable. But if you chase perfection, you can catch excellence. Sometimes, it's better to fly your kite than to wait for it to be perfect." Rowan nodded slowly, but a small frown lingered. What if it crashes? What if it looks silly? "Then you'll learn, and next time it will soar higher," his grandfather replied with a wink. Rowan spent days measuring, cutting, tying, and testing his kite. Every time he thought it was finished, he found a tiny flaw, a crooked stick, a twisted ribbon, or a string that was a little loose. "I'll never make it perfect," Rowan groaned. "Maybe I shouldn't even try to fly it." His grandfather knelt beside him. "Remember, Rowan, chasing perfection helps you learn and improve. But waiting for perfect will keep your kite on the ground forever." Rowan took a deep breath. "Okay. I'll try to fly it, even if it isn't perfect." On a bright, windy afternoon, Rowan ran to the top of Windy Hill with his kite. The wind tugged at it, and the kite wobbled in his hands. "Oh no! It's crooked!" Rowan shouted as it twisted in the air. But Rowan didn't give up. He adjusted the strings, held the frame steady, and ran faster down the hill. Slowly, the kite began to catch the wind. It swooped, danced, and soared higher than any kite Rowan had ever seen. Children from the village cheered. "Look at Rowan's kite," they shouted. Rowan's grandfather smiled proudly. "See? It isn't perfect, but it's extraordinary because you tried your best." The next week, Breezy Hills announced its annual kite festival. Rowan was determined to make a better kite, using everything he had learned from his first flight. He experimented with new designs, colors, and shapes. Some kites fell apart, some ribbons tangled, and some sticks snapped, but Rowan kept learning and improving. When festival day arrived, Rowan released his kite into the sky. It soared higher than any other, twirling and spinning like it was dancing with the clouds. The sun reflected off its colorful tail, and the villagers clapped and cheered. Rowan realized that chasing perfection had helped him reach excellence, even if the kite was not flawless. During the festival, a sudden gust of wind twisted Rowan's kite and sent it careening toward the edge of the hill. Rowan's heart raced. He could have panicked, but he remembered the lessons he had learned: focus, adapt, and keep trying. He sprinted after it, adjusted the string, and guided the kite back into a graceful loop. The crowd gasped in awe. Rowan laughed, realizing that even mistakes could be beautiful if met with courage and effort. From that day on, Rowan became known in Breezy Hills as the boy who chased perfection and caught excellence. He continued building kites, boats, and more inventions, never fearing mistakes or flaws. He even taught younger children, saying, "Don't wait for perfection to start. Try your best, learn from mistakes, and enjoy the journey. That's how you achieve excellence." Rowan discovered that perfection may never be reached, but chasing it inspired him to be better than he ever imagined. And in Breezy Hills, the skies were always filled with kites that twirled, danced, and sparkled, reminding everyone that excellence comes from courage, effort, and never giving up. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.